For billions of years, this planet belonged to the slow, to the brutal, to the impossibly large. If you wanted to eat, you had to be bigger, faster, stronger than the thing you were hunting. But evolution is a ruthless and endlessly creative force, and somewhere in the ancient dark, something small discovered a shortcut: poison. Not conjured from nothing, not some dramatic mutation that appeared overnight. The earliest venoms were embarrassingly simple. They were just saliva. Digestive enzymes, proteins already present in the body, already designed to break down organic matter. Over millions upon millions of years, random mutations began redirecting these molecules, tweaking them, sharpening them, until proteins that once softened a meal could destroy tissue when injected directly into a living bloodstream. This was not invention. This was repurposing, and it would change the course of predation forever. 400 million years ago, the arthropods arrived at the same terrible conclusion. The scorpion, ancient beyond imagining. It looked at its own tail, a simple structural appendage, and evolution slowly, methodically converted it into something else: a pressurized chamber, a precision delivery system, a weapon. But the scorpion's approach was almost conservative compared to what the centipede did. The centipede did something far more disturbing. It took its front legs and turned them into fangs. These are called forcipules, a pair of modified limbs, hollow to the core, curved like surgical needles, capable of driving venom deep into prey that dwarfs the centipede in size. A creature that hunts not by speed or strength alone, but by the chemistry it carries. Prey that should, by every physical logic, survive the encounter, simply doesn't. The arthropods had discovered something profound. Size is a constraint. Venom is not. But if the arthropods were the first chapter, the reptiles wrote the masterpiece: the snake. Few creatures in the history of life have engineered their bodies with such cold, ruthless efficiency. The hollow fang, a perfect hypodermic needle grown from within the jaw itself, is perhaps the most refined killing instrument biology has ever produced. No excess, no waste, pure function. And what it delivers is a choice. Some snakes synthesize hemotoxins. These are not fast killers. They are patient ones. They dismantle red blood cells from the inside. They liquefy tissue. They turn the living body of prey into something the snake can simply absorb. Digestion begins before the animal has even stopped moving. Others chose neurotoxins. These are the quiet killers. They do not destroy, they interrupt. They slip into the nervous system and sever the line of communication between the brain and the body. Signals stop. Muscles go still. The lungs cease to expand. Death arrives not with violence, but with an eerie, spreading silence. Two distinct chemistries, two distinct philosophies of destruction, both perfected. Here is what makes venom genuinely extraordinary, beyond the horror of it. It is expensive. Biologically, metabolically, the body pays a significant cost to produce it, which means it is rationed, measured, used only when the calculation demands it. But the moment one species develops even partial resistance to a toxin, the arms race begins. Prey mutates, develops a receptor that the venom can no longer bind to. Suddenly, the predator's primary weapon is blunted, so the venom is forced to evolve, to grow more complex, more components, more redundancy, attacking through multiple pathways simultaneously so that blocking one route changes nothing. The predator adapts, the prey adapts back and forth across geological time, in a war that has no armistice and no end. This is not nature being cruel. This is nature being efficient, solving the problem of survival with the only currency it has: time, mutation, and relentless, grinding pressure. The venom running through a cone snail today, or a black mamba, or a box jellyfish, is not the work of one generation. It is the accumulated result of this arms race. Hundreds of millions of years of chemical refinement written into a molecule smaller than you can see. That is what strikes the needle, and that is what kills. Nature is a massive, untapped resource of incredible stories. If you found this journey into chemical warfare fascinating, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to Evolution History. Your support helps us uncover more of the greatest mysteries of the natural world.